It's time to get serious, and there's few things I take more seriously than Mapo Tofu. Before we get started, it's time to make some rice. Throw it in, wash it off, add your water, and then just press play on your rice cooker. Don't have a rice cooker? Get a rice cooker. Next step, we're taking some Sichuan peppercorns. This gives a savory mala flavor to the cuisine. So what we do is we dry toast it until it starts smoking. And then what we want to do, put it in a coffee grinder and grind it up into a nice little powder. Remember to wash your coffee grinder the next day because Sichuan peppercorn coffee does not taste very good. Now it's time to get started. Let's take our tofu, preferably soft tofu, not silken, although silken works, and definitely not firm. This nice soft tofu, we put it in the pan, we add some salt to season it, and then what we're going to do is just pour some nice boiling water over top of it. This will firm it up, give it some nice flavor. Put this to the side and just leave it. No need to boil it or anything additional. Then we're going to prepare our garlic and ginger. Just slice up maybe 2 tablespoons of ginger into nice small bits and do the same thing with garlic. Garlic is one. The more, the better, the merrier. Garlic's good. Then we're going to cut up some chives or green onions and some cilantro. Now let's get started. We're going to add some oil to the wok or frying pan if you wish, just to give it a nice little coating around. We're going to throw in our ground pork and then we're going to grill it up. We're going to use half of the ground Sichuan peppercorn, and then we're just going to grill it off until we get some nice little marks on the side of the pan. We're going to throw in the garlic and ginger to cook with the pork. We then add in our fermented chili paste. We got doubanjiang, which is fermented broad bean, as well as I'm throwing in some fermented black bean paste as well, just for an additional little flavor and kick. After that's developed the nice red oils, we're going to throw in 2 cups of stock. Here I use chicken stock. I've also used dashi. I've used veal stock. Any form of stock works. Just creates a nice depth of flavor. Adding in the sugar and the remainder of the ground Sichuan peppercorns. We slowly wait for that to come back up to a boil and thicken up before we start making our gravy. To make a gravy, we use a cornstarch slurry. So we use about a tablespoon and a half of cornstarch powder, and then we want to mix that with cold water, definitely not boiling water, and then we want to stir that in 3 times, slowly adding it to the mix, and it should thicken up nice. And then what we're going to do is we're going to spoon in our tofu so it doesn't break up into the gravy, and then add our final herbs and a nice little coating of sesame oil. And here the moment you've been waiting for, that most delightful of tastes, possibly the best dish ever. We have none other than Mapo Tofu. Enjoy!